All right, welcome everybody. I am 6am Comics, and look, we've reviewed a lot of classics from my 9-year-old's archive of comic book creations. Polished gems like Super Nolan, the Black Widow, and the Scorpion. But today, we're going to take a look at a creation from a more archaic time period in the young author's life. So join me as we go back in time, not to review a 9-year-old's comic, but instead to review an 8-year-old's comic. I present to you Dirt Biker and the H2O No. Which I'm pretty sure is the name of a water slide in New Jersey, but that's neither here nor there. Let's dig in. First thing to remember when reviewing this particular issue is that this is a younger, more rebellious Nolan. His work represents the youthful angst of a young creator, pushing boundaries and breaking all the rules. I really feel he's making a statement here by scribbling out this typo rather than simply erasing it and doing it over. He's saying he's an artist with nothing to hide. I also love the random placement of a backwards red staple. Don't let the man tell you how to bind a book. You also don't let the man tell you how to organize your pages. I had a hard time making sense of this comic until I realized that some of the pages were stapled in backwards. I initially chalked it up to poor editing on a rushed schedule, but it's very possible this was a poorly executed manga influence, where you read your book from right to left, just inconsistently applied. Whatever the reason, all I can say is, welcome to the world of independent comic books. You can tell he had a lot of confidence in this franchise with the inclusion of a trademark. I should point out that during this period of time, he was frequently collaborating with his classmates. This particular issue utilized the lettering services of a student who I've decided to keep anonymous because word on the street is that he's an Indian giver. And we just don't need that kind of drama in our lives. I personally found his lettering to be a little inconsistent at best, but in a weird way, it kind of gels with the punk rock vibe I'm getting from this era of Nolan Club Comics. Given that this issue was developed at school, it was impossible for longtime editor and big brother Milo to contribute, being that they're in different grades. And sadly, those infamous typos have reared their ugly heads yet again. But enough about that. Let's take a look at the story. We begin our tale with an already established protagonist, Dirt Biker. He zooms through the land on his hover bike at breakneck speeds. So fast, in fact, that he crashes through the very panels of the comic itself and lands on a lower panel on the page. Even at a young age, Nolan knows how to break the fourth wall with style. Eat your heart out, Deadpool. From here, we're informed that it's time to Tura the page. Dirt Biker steps off of his bike to find something bursting through the wall in front of him like the Kool-Aid guy, a mascot that this generation knows nothing about, and it brings me sorrow. His visor lifts up, and Dirt Biker identifies the intruder. A living water balloon. Okay. He taunts the wannabe villain with excessive laughter. But hang on, we've got a backwards page here. Just let me. Oh, okay. Okay. The humanoid water balloon man reaches to a nearby box of onion, singular, and with the other hand grabs a knife. Let me just flip the page back here. All right. He stands before Dirt Biker and swiftly cuts the onion in half in front of the maskless hero. I know what it looks like. The onion brings an endless stream of tears to our hero's eyes. And if we take a look at the fine print labeled by the asterisks, we see that these tears are being absorbed by the monster. Pop! Wait, hang on, it's backwards again. Dang it, Nolan. The creature absorbs the tears until he towers over Dirt Biker. They both acknowledge the monstrosity he's become, and I can't help but think that I've seen this guy before. I don't know. Okay, now we say pop. Pop! Dirt Biker unsheathes his katana and stabs the water-based villain in his rubber-based torso, and he explodes in a watery explosion. Our hero sinks into the depths of his enemy's remains, but as he looks to the surface, something hovers above the water. The dreaded Plasma, riding Dirt Biker's very own dirt bike / hoverboard / totally not even remotely close to an actual dirt bike. To be continued. Oh my, a trademark and a copyright. Very efficient for the young rebel. I didn't think his allowance could afford him the services of a copyright lawyer. I'm not even sure how he's getting an allowance. He doesn't do any chores around here. Huh. Oh, there you go. There you go. Now, in theory, there is a part 2 to this epic tale, as evident by the cover. Clearly states part 1 of 2. But we may never know if that issue truly exists or not, because the boy won't clean his room, and I cannot find anything in there. However, I do have in my possession another dirt biker graphic novel. It's the origin issue. But I just need more time to review it because it makes no sense. It makes no sense, and it hurts my fragile brain. That being said, as for the H2O no, I don't know. I give it 12 onions.